Good Saturday evening, family. This is Native with Simply Me Journey with family. This video is going to be discussing my cabin. The cost of this, let's say the word shed, that's what initially is, a shed. And this is what I will be discussing this evening. Today is Sunday. No, I'm sorry, Saturday. Man, I be getting my days so twisted and missed it all, even though. That's probably because I don't have to go to work, right? So I don't have to keep up with the day of the week. I know, right? Okay, family, so let's start off talking about my shed. This is a 12 by 24. It was called a utility shed when I made my purchase. Utility shed, 12 by 24, 288 square feet. And this shed was built through Durkins Portable Buildings in DeRidder, Louisiana. That's who built the shed itself. Now, the salesperson company is called CNC Building and Sales in DeRidder, and I want to say it's on Pine Street. This guy was on Pine Street. I've really forgotten his name, but yes. So there's a story. So family, when I initially purchased my building, I purchased my building on October 29th, 21. That's the original purchase date. That's the date I went into CNC building office, discussed what I wanted, and I told him I wanted a cabin, but then I said I didn't want the porch. He said, well, what we do, we'll do a utility building. That's what he said. But I said I want a cabin, but I wanted a cabin without a porch because it need to be built where it's a wind zone too. And I had already discussed that with him previously. Okay, so the date I went in, October 29th, 2021, was my original purchase date. I went in and talked to this gentleman. I told him what I wanted. I looked at different sizes out there on the lot, and I felt like this was a good size and width for a temporary spot. Because I knew day one, this is going to be temporary for me. Okay, so, and the purchase cost of my building was $10,391.08. And for him to get started on the process, I had to put half of it down. So I put half of the money down. So on October 31st, that Monday, because I had thought about it over the weekend, realized, I need more windows. So when I called him that Monday morning about 8 something, little after 8 o'clock, he picked up the phone and I said, hey, I need to make some changes to my building. I need to make some changes because I feel like I'm going to need more windows. Well, we can't make any change. I already put the order in. There's nothing we can do at this point, 8 something in the morning, right? As if it couldn't be changed that quick. Because it's not like it's finna go, they finna just go ahead on start building on that day. It was a Monday. Okay. I said, okay, I can't change it, no, because I already put the order in. All right, ugh. I'm thinking to myself, ugh. So the time frame of building the cabin was supposed to be 3 months. And that's probably because they may have other stuff coming in, So it's a 3 month time frame. And included with the prices and the items that was included in the cost of $10,391, I had and it's called utility 12 by 24. It had electrical package, which include 4 plugs, a light switch, a porcelain light for the ceiling fan, wiring, and 100 amp breaker box without a main breaker. I had some hurricane strips put on. They're called anchors. I had, let me see, six, and they was $25 each. So I got two 2x3 windows on both sides, a little small on the side, and I got a 9-light door, 36-inch pre-hung 9-light door. That's what I got. And these are single pane windows, which it makes a difference than getting the double pane. These two here are double pane. I bought those myself and the one in the back. So single panes, you can feel the air come jumping out at you. I'm just saying, And when I went in to talk to this man on October 29th, this is when he dropped me. Okay, so the address is 1706 North Pine Street in DeRidder, the CNC building. Mark, man was named Mark. This is what Mark drew me out that day I went in there. This is what he drew on the paper, okay? which you shouldn't have been on this. So I had a copy of this here where we signed and put the amount and how much I paid and all that stuff. I have my receipts. Thank goodness for receipts. So I did the items that included in the purchase. And because of the size of the building, I contact my parish. I didn't need any permits for the size of the building, but if a building was over 300 square feet, I would have needed an electrical permit. And also the other permit that I needed for my cabinet was septic. Because that's the parish, part of parish state, it's a septic has to have a permit. Okay, but for the building, because of what I was doing with it, because it was smaller, I didn't need any electrical permit. Okay, so the problem that I encountered with this building situation, the problem I encountered was the salesperson did not put my contract in as he said. So from October 29th, 21 up until December 20th. Well, I contacted the man one day and his phone, office phone was off. And that had to be in the month of December. I panicked, like, okay, wait a minute. What are you talking about? I mean, why is this man not answering his phones? He didn't answer neither one of the phones. So I contacted Durkins, went online and found a number, and then the lady gave me a number for Louisiana. And I told her what area, so she gave me a number for them to contact them. So I contacted the lady there, and I told her, I said, well, I try to call this guy, gave the guy name, location. She said, yeah, we know him. I said, well, I put in a building. I paid for a building to be built in October. And she's got my info. She said, ma'am, I can't find anything on you. I can't find any information. I'm like, she said, well, what do you have? I said, well, I have the receipts. I have my receipts, and I have this here paper here that he gave me, you know, that he sketched stuff on. She said, well, send me a copy. Fax me a copy of what you got. And I actually took a picture of it on my cell phone and sent it to her. And she looked at everything and she said, well, let me get back with you. And once she looked at it, she called me. She said, let me get back with you to see what's going on. So they contact this guy. And like I told her, I said, ma'am, I called this guy, but he's not answering his cell phone and his office phone is off. So I'm panicking because I done gave this man, hold on, let me turn my rice off, y'all. I have a little bitty pot of rice cooking. Let me turn this off because I haven't eaten in quite some time. So, gave her all that information. She got back with me. And apparently he didn't put the order in, y'all. Apparently he did not put the order in. So December 20th of 21 is when they actually put the order in, okay? I had called that man several times between October 29th and December 20th. I had called him. How's the building? Oh, everything going good. It's almost done. And yada, yada. It's like he has really been contacting these people when in fact he had never put my order in. He didn't put it in. So most important lesson that I learned at this point is that not only just get his information, but also know where this building is being built at. Also get information about what location is this building being built. That way, you're not only just talking to him, you can talk to the people at the plant or whoever that in the office that'll help you, let you know where your building, what stage is at. Always do that. That's something I learned. So that's what my problem I encountered was the salesperson did not put my contract in after taking my deposit. And I believe I had contacted him several times. He made me feel like, oh, everything's going fine, it'll be ready, yada, yada, yada. Blah. Called his phone, his office phone turned off, didn't answer cell phone. Then that's when I went and called try to contact these people here. So his thing always come along, yada, 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 blah. And so most important, make sure you know the location of where your building being built. Make sure you not only have more than just that salesperson contact, have another person contact, especially in that building where they're building it. Have that information, okay? And the company that built my building is Durkins. Durkins Portable Building. It's the company that built the building, built my shed. The guy that did the work was CNC Building and Sales in DeRidder, Louisiana. I want to say on North Pine. Yes, it's right here on North Pine. So you know his name is Mark. So you know CNC Building DeRidder. Red flag. Okay, I'm putting the truth out there, and that's what I'm doing. I'm putting the truth out. So my first deposit on my building, although like I said, building cost $10,391.08. And the deposit that I made on the building at that time was I paid $5,383.24, which his amount was higher than what the people finally calculated. They had to make some adjustments to the calculation because I think I've been charged twice for doors or something like that. And so December 29, 21, I paid $5,383.24 for them to start the process. And upon arrival of the building, I paid $5,007.84 upon arrival. And it arrived on my property April 11th, 22 is when I got it on my property. They actually had completed the building March the 4th when they actually had it completed and ready. But because it was wet out there, I couldn't let them bring it in. I was scared they was going to get bogged down or something, because the guy said, well, you know, if I come out there with it and we get bogged down, you would have to pay us $500 to deliver that, to come back. So I said, well, let's wait, let my land get a little bit more dry. Let it get a little bit more dry. Because I did have to build a pad up and everything. I had to get the guy to come and bring me several loads of dirt and build it up. So that had to take place. And another most important thing, when you get your building, inspect your building. That's what I failed to do, is inspect the building. And really, you know, I went over, looked at a few little things, but really give it a good eye look. Get somebody that's going to help you. See if you see anything that needs to be taken care of. Inspect your building. Later on, I found a runner. One of my runners was rotten in the back. And so I called the people. I said, hey, I got a bad runner. First, I had my brother come look at it. He said, yeah, that's a bad runner. He said, but it'll last you for years. I said, but I prefer just getting the ticket. I said, yeah, well, if that's what they do, then get them to change the whole thing out. I said, okay. So I called them. They changed it out. I had no problem with them coming in, changing out the runner. And they gently done. I didn't have any damage so far that I didn't see anything, you know. But inspect your building. Most importantly, inspect your building. And most important, to know where that building being built. Have more than one contact. Like I said, the sales guy, he did not put my contract in as he was supposed to on October 29th of 21. He did not put that contract in. It didn't go into December 20 of 21. When I contacted people, because I couldn't contact him, I said, hey, I got to make some phone calls here because I can lose $5,000. I didn't have that kind of money to lose. No, didn't have it. So this again, my building is a debt-free building. I paid for it cash straight out for, you know, so I wouldn't have any notes on it. So this was a blessing for me to be able to get. And I ended up getting a smaller building because I was looking at what I had to spend at that time and my time frame of trying to get out of Houston to here. You know, so that's why I said, well, you know, I can go get me a little smaller building, get that taken care and worked up, and then I'm ready for the other one. I can get a big one if I feel like I need a bigger one. In which I do feel like I need a bigger one because I like to have a washer and dryer and a tub shower. And I like to have space for a freezer, you know, to freeze food because I'm going to be canning and stuff like that. And I'm going to be taking some of my food from the garden and I'm going to freeze it. So I realize now I need some more space. But do I regret the building? No, I love this little building. You know, I love it. I think it's the cutest thing ever. And I did not, that building, I did not go cheap on my stuff. I didn't go cheap. I didn't go high end, but I didn't go cheap. No. So, but this is it. My building cost me $10,391.08. I paid half of the building half down on it for them to start the building process. Once they deliver it, I pay the other half. Okay, so they did give me a 3 months, saying it'll be built in about 3 months. That's fine. I wasn't in a hurry. Give me a chance to still stack up more money, because I had to buy my cinder blocks, and I bought some what's that black stuff that Marshall Berry. I put Marshall Berry on here. I put the cinder blocks, and I also put in reflective under my building just for extra moisture protection and from the cold and from animals or whatever. But anyway, family, this is David Symphony Journey. Just wanted to come on here and talk to you all about the process, the purchase of my building. I love it. They made it pretty decent for what I paid for, I assume. I think I could have did better, but anyway, that's here and there. I ain't gonna worry about that. But yeah, family, just wanted to show you all, talk to you all about the cabin cost. The final cabin cost of my cabin was $10,391.08 for just an empty building. That is not including all this other stuff that I put in. Not at all. I talked about the problems I encountered, that the salesperson did not put my contract in. Then also that I had a bad runner. So the bad runner was replaced without a problem. Thank goodness for the people, trying to find out what's going on with my contract, that they didn't find anything. So it really was not a big major problem at all. But I'm glad that it got resolved without me, without me losing money. I was afraid, like, am I going to lose my money? Because this guy did not tell me where the building was at. He didn't tell me where they was building that where I knew it was being built in DeRidder. But first, him giving me an address. Okay, they act like they couldn't give me that information. That's how he acted. So I didn't have any secondhand information until this thing looked like something about to go bad, and then I started trying to investigate. Well, to see where the building was at, or get more information. So I'm hoping what you all take from this is, just give me some information, feedback on what happened with me and my situation. That's pretty much what my encounters, my little issues. It wasn't major. Thank goodness that it wasn't major, because if I'd have lost my money, nobody has any money to lose. I don't care if it's $200. You don't have money to lose. You want people to be honest on the up and up, straight. Just be honest about everything, So my building finally arrived on my property April 11, 2022. That's when it finally arrived. April 11, 2022. So it took them April. It took them 3 months, because December 20th, when they actually placed my order in, and it was ready April the 11th. I didn't get it delivered until, it was ready March. It was ready in March. Let me go back for a second. March the 4th is when it was completed. March the 4th. And the little guy sent me pictures of it too. But like I said, I didn't get it delivered to April 11th. Yeah. All right, family. This is David Symphony Journey. Just want to discuss the building process and what I have went through with the building, getting it done, and yeah. Hope you learned something from this video. Please, family, hit that like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions, just make comments, and I'll see them and I'll answer your questions. All right, family. You guys be blessed.